So we're going to be working with Inter Miami. One of the key components of this partnership, launching with a club, the Global Fan Loyalty Program. Inter Miami is something that, has been working on it and, was trying to find the perfect partner to do so.
Can we provide a platform where those fans can engage with the club inside the club's digital real estate?
Yeah.
And that's where Polkadot can come into play.
Good luck and Godspeed.
Space Monkeys blasting off with Sean O'Reilly and Daniela Gallardo. We're here at the Inter Miami return of Messi in the Polkadot booth. Very lucky to have these two with us, guys. Welcome to Space Monkeys.
Thanks very much, Jay. Good to be here.
Nice to have you on the channel again. We saw you a lot during the process of getting this passed on the community side, on the Polkadot side.
We did a couple of AAGs,
Yep.
and then our colleague Nico
Yes,
did the YouTube live with you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then there were a lot of Telegram groups, WhatsApp chats, constant communication with a lot of people to get this over the line. It was
Yeah, no doubt.
some process.
We did have the Space Monkeys with Nico, but then
Yes.
we had to take it down.
We had to take it down.
Yeah.
This was the whole, the challenge that we talked about before with
Yeah,
the
talk to us about
emergence between, when the Web3 world meets the Web2 world, there's certain things that don't quite fit together sometimes.
Sure.
And with a sponsorship, particularly a very public entity like Inter Miami, these deals are always negotiated privately.
Yeah.
You'll see the other sponsors that are here, corporate entities, Royal Caribbean, Visa, Audi, big corporate giants.
Sure.
It's a different decision-making process, and those contracts are negotiated between commercial director of a sports club and marketing director, CMO of a corporate entity. And
Sure.
we had the scenario where this became a public process because of the decentralized nature of Polkadot and the community. So
I can just imagine the contrast between the meetings those sponsors had, and then what we did on our side is you came on AAG, bunch of ruffians. I don't know if you were there when we had the people came on and were you there when the Chainalysis where we had the people come on and they started blasting the screen with stuff?
Yes.
It's wild,
it was
right?
crazy. It was learning experience. It's been something I've never been involved in before.
Yeah.
It took some time.
Why did you take it on?
It was one that came to us and it just seemed to fit. It seemed to make a lot of sense for Polkadot to be here.
Well,
Miami's a city that is crypto friendly, it's blockchain friendly. There's a lot of technology here. It's a tech city. It's pink.
Yeah.
It's a disruptor in the football space.
Yeah.
The club's new. There's a lot of sort of synergies between the brand and the club. It's a new club that's entered an old industry of football. That's something we've all grown up with, but they are changing the game. They're changing the game in terms of the brand, the players that they've signed, and for the greatest player that's, I believe, that ever played the game, to be here in Miami, a club that's only 3 years old, 4 years old, just astonishing.
Yeah.
And they're top of the league now, so we've timed this perfectly. It's been, it was a long process to get here, but now we've got here. All the stars have aligned.
That long period to get this deal done. At the same time, we had the entire crypto market was tanking.
Yeah.
So can you, and we're in it for the tech, okay? We never pay attention to the price on this show. However, we did need DOT at a certain price to get this deal across the line.
Yeah.
And I think it was there was this final little pump of $1.50 at the very end. Can you tell us at all about what happened there?
It was a long negotiation process with the club, and while that process was ongoing, the DOT just dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped, and we got to a situation where we're negotiating a contract that we couldn't pay. We couldn't pay, and my company was we're a sports marketing agency, and we were taking on the liability of the contract. So we were the signing party, we were the paying party, and we were due to be in a very uncomfortable situation of having to sign a contract without the funds in place.
Yeah.
But we were still on the wire if we could actually pay for the thing or not. But we had this final pump at the end.
That was wild.
We managed to access the funds, and then we had to off-ramp it. The night we were off-ramping it, we used a company called Script, which is a Swiss highly regulated brokerage.
Yeah.
Really highly recommend them. They were fantastic. And the guy that was off ramping it, he gave us a price, and we just saw the dot rise. We're like, what, hold, go back, give us another price. Give us a price. Sell, Sean, you got to sell it now. We're like, whoa, hold. We kept going back, and it was crazy. We ended up actually selling at the absolute peak. We were all on the phone
Messi
for
was
an
watching
hour.
us. Messi was watching us. Come on.
Something was, after a lot of bad luck with this process, we managed to get there in the end.
That's something else. Thank you for all your hard work. That's incredible.
No, thanks to everyone that supported us.
Yeah.
If you yourself, Jay, and the Kusama, and
sure.
Sal, the weekend, it was his idea in the first place. It's his fault that we're all here. Chris Wade, Learn Polkadot, was instrumental in everything from start to finish.
One of our best agents.
Unbelievable. And it's been a real pleasure to work with inspiring people, to learn a lot about technology, and also to learn about the impact that your technology can have on sports.
This is a massive deal that came through. What happened once the ink was dry? Now we actually have to get going here. Walk us through this experience.
So now we had to get together and essentially identify the best date to announce the partnership.
Okay.
Basically announce a partnership to the world, Inter Miami, Polkadot. And it was a very unique situation because we didn't have the standard timing that you have to prepare to make this announcement, just because a lot of the details are defined, once the contract is signed.
Sure.
But we weren't sure if that was going to happen. So we got with the club right the next day once the contract was signed, and there were a lot of opinions, because usually when you announce a partnership of this magnitude, you need about a month, more or less, to just really find the perfect timing, prepare all of the communication, get the content that is needed, the branding integration on the shirts, the assets, all of those elements. And while we had time to prepare some elements, there are other things that you cannot do until this is signed, right?
Okay.
Because what if it doesn't happen? Then you're not ready. So we started hearing rumors, and we had a good idea that maybe Messi was going to come back pretty soon from his injury.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure to secure that for Polkadot, and wanted to make sure that in this very special moment that, the fans around the world will be just waiting to see when Messi is going to be back at training with the team, and everybody's going to be very exciting. We wanted to make sure to have Polkadot be part of that moment. And you can plan any partnership announcement. It can be the most creative partnership announcement. You can reach out to the top media outlets in the world, but this was the story. So we just wanted to make sure that, we did that, and we pushed, because obviously there's always different opinions, understanding that, you want to do things differently, but we all at the end got together and we're let's do it. And the timing was perfect, because right when Messi, a few days, was back, he came out with the Polkadot branded training kit.
Unbelievable. And the world was watching. They wanted to see, because there was a lot of rumors that he would never come back. Yeah. People were saying he was going to retire and all this stuff, right? Yeah. We call them paid fudders in our ecosystem. Okay. Yeah.
So now that the partnership announcement is done, tonight we're super excited, because it's the first home match where the team wore the branded Polkadot training kit. So that's huge. We got all of the elements ready. Right now it's just you need to have all of the key elements that are listed within a partnership, just to have them ready, which that is in the in-stadiums assets, field level signage, the scoreboard signage, the commercial, the content, on social media. So all of those key elements that, Polkadot has as part of the partnership, we needed to have that ready and work very closely with the club to have them ready for tonight, for the first home match.
We have this beautiful suite.
Yes.
And I think right now, next season we're going to have a fixed suite, the Polkadot suite, which we're going to decorate pink. This season we have it this game, and then I think we're going to hold off and get it during the playoffs, right? Because Miami is in the playoffs. I think they're the only team confirmed in the playoffs, right? We have permanent Polkadot signage on the scoreboard, permanent down here in the corner. And occasionally we get the whole side here with this beautiful animation, and there's a giveaway for a lucky seat.
Yeah.
And they were Polkadot.
Yeah. We did something really cool right now just to start integrating, because I think Sean and I can also talk about something super exciting that's coming up next year.
What is it?
So we're going to be working with Inter Miami. One of the key components of this partnership, it's launching with a club the global fan loyalty program.
Yeah.
Inter Miami is something that, has been working on it and, was trying to find the perfect partner to do so and the most, best technologies. We're going to be working very closely with them to launch this program and be able to provide an opportunity for fans around the world to really be able to connect with Inter Miami.
Yeah, so I know here they have like a program for the season ticket holders, but that's just kind of like local people. Now they want to have like a global access.
Which is where, Polkadot as a brand can really come in and support Inter Miami on their ambition and their goals to reach the fan base around the world.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sean, what's a piece of this that we haven't spoke about that you're excited about?
Inter Miami is a mass market sports property. They've got just, the greatest player in the world will be playing here tonight. He'll be watched by millions of people all over the world. Every country in the world will have access to view him play.
And we see the engagement on the posts all the
Social
time.
media's
500,000 likes. Like, it's crazy.
I think that's the big opportunity with the training kit. And we had a lot of discussions on AAGs about branding on the jersey or branding on the training kit. The branding on the training kit gives you that 24/7 visibility. You'll have seen since the announcement. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of content that goes out on those social channels. If you don't follow Inter Miami yet on your socials, please do.
Yeah.
There's 30 million other followers around the world. So there's a lot of reach.
Mm-hmm.
And with that reach gives that brand recognition, brand credibility, that comes brand trust, brand loyalty. Mm-hmm. That's what those visible assets do. And you're right, Jay, there's the branding around the field, there's the branding on the scoreboard, interview backdrops, the Polkadot logo will be there alongside the other main partners when the players, such as Lionel Messi, giving his interviews after the game. So there's a lot of visible assets.
Yeah.
The other assets, like the one Daniela just mentioned, they're more engagement opportunities,
right.
And we've got unique assets like to watch the team train. You can go and visit the training ground. We've got the opportunity for people to fly with the team to away games and go and view a game in New York, in Toronto, and wherever it may be. There's a lot of other assets that money can't buy experiences, but we want to leverage those experiences as part of this fan engagement platform that Danny was mentioning.
Incredible.
This has been a general trend in the sports industry. The fans are actually treated as customers. They're the guys that turn up, rain or shine. They turn up whatever the weather is. They buy the jerseys. They come and buy the beers and the burgers and everything else. And they're fans of the club, but they're the ones that are paying all the time.
Sure.
So now there's really a move towards those fans actually being rewarded for their fandom. By being a fan, what do I get back? What do I get back? I get those wonderful moments, but a lot of the times the teams lose. You don't always win as a fan. But it's actually an essential thing, not just for the fan, but also the club. Yeah. Those 30 million followers across social media platforms, they're all engaging with the club on third-party platforms.
Yeah, right.
So the big issue for the club don't really know who those fans are. Yeah, Meta knows who they are. Mm-hmm. Can we provide a platform where those fans can engage with the club inside the club's digital real estate? Yeah. Can the club actually retain that data so they can continue to engage with those fans on a regular basis? And that's where Polkadot can come into play. And if we develop a platform where those fans engage with the club via Polkadot's technology, then it's a win-win scenario for everybody. And that's how we'll use our assets that Polkadot have acquired through this sponsorship to reward those fans for their engagement, their activity on that platform.
Thank you guys so much for helping us get this done. You have to be a certain level of crazy to work with Polkadot. We appreciate it so much for sticking through and making it happen.
It's different working with a traditional brand, but it's a hell of a lot more fun. And
that's so awesome.
We're in it for the long ride, and we're going to make this work.
I'm very appreciative of the opportunity to work in a partnership like that. So if anything, we are grateful that we're part of coming to your world.
We're all going to benefit from what happens over the next couple seasons, and it's going to be so exciting to see what happens tonight in 55 seconds and what happens
the next 90 minutes.
the rest of the season. Guys, thanks for being here. Okay,
here it is. Cheers, Jay.